morning, everybody. Welcome to the Boutique with BC2 show. I'm your host, Bill Cancel. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to a new week. Lord knows what craziness we're going to have in store for us this week, but actually, we already know we have a lot of craziness in store for us this week. Welcome to Monday Momentum, where we talk about the news articles that are affecting Mr. Trump for the week. But before I do that, I need a little espresso. Sets me into a right mode. So let's jump right into it. Lots to talk about. Number one, obviously the Alaska summit with Putin happening on Friday. Um, I'm not feeling this. I'm very sorry. I want peace in Ukraine. I think this is more of a show than anything substantive. I am reading that there are concerns persisting over potential concessions that could violate U.S. law. Not surprising, right? I think, Trump is into violating U.S. law. He does not care. I'm not. What I'm calling right now is they're going to have the typical handshakes. They're going to have the posturing. They're going to have the two of them standing side by side. There'll be a presser that's going to be like 5 minutes long. Trump will defend Putin on everything. And the outcome will be this was a great meeting, a successful meeting, and we've committed to work together in the near future over the next couple of weeks and months to have a ceasefire in place. There is nothing coming from this, nothing of substantive, and you heard it here first. Regarding Ukraine, again, also reported by Sky News, Ukraine inclusion debated ahead of summit. The administration is considering inviting Ukrainian President Zelensky to the Trump-Putin meeting though European allies stress Ukraine must not be sidelined. Again, to the point that I just made before, that this is not substantive. You cannot have a ceasefire meeting with the two powers um, without Zelensky. Number one, the United States is not in the Ukrainian war. They shouldn't even be sitting at the table aside from brokering a deal. That's about it. The two people that need to talk are Putin and Zelensky. If Zelensky's not invited, this is bullshit. I can't make that any clearer. This is reported by Bloomberg. Oil markets respond to peace efforts. Again, this is the shit I just don't understand, and it infuriates me. Oil prices steadied after steep weekly losses, buoyed by Trump's overtures towards resolving the Ukraine conflict, which each concerns over supply disruptions. What resolution? He's had 7 months. He promised it in 24 hours on day one. We've had extension after extension after extension after extension, and he hasn't resolved it. So this time, because he's meeting with Putin, suddenly this is it? I'm going to be laughing my ass off on Friday. I'm telling you right now, when this meeting is over, it's going to be a laugh out loud waste of time. Watch for it. Uh, Next, regarding Ukraine as well, too, NATO chief cautiously optimistic. Again, I don't know what drug they're taking. NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte welcomed the Alaska summit as a potential step towards peace while urging any agreement to affirm Ukraine's sovereignty. No, don't make statements like that, Mr. Rutte. Don't. Just simply say that this meeting is a meeting of a crime syndicate, crime bosses, and without Ukraine in the meeting, it's pointless. Send the damn message. Uh, Back to tariffs now, reported by Reuters. Tariff imposed on Indian imports. An executive order levied a 25% additional tariff on Indian goods on top of existing duties targeting India's indirect purchase of Russian oil. The move has strained U.S.-Indian relationships. Classic Trump. This is reported by WhiteHouse.gov. Executive order targets, this is hysterical. Executive orders targets imports tied to Russia oil. Trump issued a sweeping executive order authorizing tariffs on goods from countries importing Russian oil, highlighting a broader economic strategy. He's still not going after Russia. And you really want me to think that this Friday is going to make a difference when he is still not going after Russia? He hasn't tariffed Russia. He hasn't done anything like that. But you really want me to think that this Friday is going to make a world of a difference? Number nine, our favorite subject, Epstein file controversy resurfaces. Trump's administration faces renewed pressure over withheld Epstein files, with critics and Vice President Vance deflecting concern back to Democratic handling, which is just another nice way of saying we're on the list. We don't want to tell anybody. Blame the Democrats. This one I'm a little puzzled about. This is reported by Wikipedia. No Kings protests echo resistance. Pro-democracy demonstrations earlier this year, known as No Kings, continue to be referenced in the media. Symbolic pushback against Trump's leadership and policies. I think we need way more than that. I think we need much bigger protests. I think the time has come. I skeeted about this morning, and I am deeply concerned about the resistance because I want to know now what our red line is. I'm not asking MAGA that question anymore because MAGA apparently doesn't have any more red lines. I want to know what our red line is. When are we going to start taking to the streets? When are we going to start general strikes? When are we going to start disrupting this regime? We are doing that. We absolutely are doing that. And our fight so far has been very successful, but we need to ratchet it up again and seriously ratchet it up. It is time to start thinking of things that we don't want to do, that we didn't want to do, but now need to do. And that includes, like, for example, blue states, stop sending federal income tax dollars to Washington, D.C. today. Today, not next week. Not let's have conversations about it. Not let's talk about it. Not let's debate it. And so today, just stop. Send the message. And we need more and more of this. I really want to see more and more of these No King protests and so on and so forth. So that's it for the morning report and the Momentum Monday. That should tell you what we're looking at for the rest of the week. We'll be following on the show all these stories to see what happened with them on the daily reports. As far as show updates are concerned, we had a laugh out loud funny, as predicted, show yesterday with the Canamigos. There was a new segment that we started with them, and I surprised them on it when the show opened, and I called it the rant. So what that was is that I had my cards prepared of topics that we would discuss formally during the call, but I gave everybody on the show 5 or 10 minutes just to have a complete and total rant about what's going on in America. And as you could imagine, it was quite colorful and quite dramatic. The show will be out this morning, so please make sure to watch it. Everybody have a fantastic day. It's the start of the week. Let's get through this. We will get through this. Take care. We'll see you all tomorrow morning for the morning report. Bye-bye.